So why does the Qur'an have different interpretations? Is that something funny?
I was just reading a chapter of the Qur'an and reading the commentary, and it actually said there are 16 interpretations of what this means. So I was like, what? What in the world?
So yes, a verse in the Quran can have different interpretations, but that's not a problem because they all add to the richness of the Quran. The different interpretations don't necessarily contradict each other and they can all be valid. I'll give you an example. So in Surah Luqman, verse number 6, Allah says, "And of the people is he who buys the amusement of speech to mislead others from the way of Allah." Now, the phrase amusement of speech, which is called lahw al-hadith in Arabic, has different interpretations, such as musical instruments or singing slave girls or stories that have no benefit or disbelief. So it's not necessary that only one interpretation is correct. These different interpretations do not contradict each other, and therefore we can understand the Quran to refer to all of these different interpretations, because all of these things are what misleads a person away from Allah. So this is the beauty of the Quran. From one phrase you can unpack a lot of lessons. And even if a Quranic verse has different interpretations that do contradict each other, this is not a problem, because if you act upon a verse of the Quran by following an interpretation that's not guaranteed to be the correct one, then you are rewarded for that, because in Islam our actions are not rewarded according to whether we do them in the right way. We are rewarded for our intention to do them in the right way. That's why the first hadith of Sahih al-Bukhari says, "Innamal a'malu binniyat." Actions are judged by intentions. Also, we will never be able to get to paradise simply by our good deeds. That's why we will only enter paradise by the mercy of Allah. So even if we were to act upon the Quran by the correct interpretation, it would not be sufficient for us to get there.